wind. And I can imagine that Dutton will be using the measure of that flag, which is blowing right away to across the cricket ground and to St Michael's Church in the distance. And it says Leeds at the top of that. Well, Leeds, of course, are the team that today's winners will be playing at Wembley on May 7th. The scrums have been taken 2-1 by Widnes, 10-5, and their team, Dutton, White, Ashby, Neal, O'Neill, Wood, Hughes, Bowden. Bowden is on, he was injured. Some suggest he might have burst a rib, but he seems all right. Ramsey, Elwell, Mills, Adams, Dearden and Lawson. And Elkingston Rovers going to have a great job this afternoon to get in front in this match. Millward, who kicked the goal, is operating cleverly at scrum half, as you can see, with Hartley standoff number 6, Phil Lowe number 11. Penalties, Elkingston Rovers 4, Widnes 2. And it's the red of the Robins against the black and white of Widnes, and undoubtedly the advantages are now with Widnes. So it's going to be a Herculean effort by the Rovers to get to the other end against this wind, and I'm quite sure that the strength of Ramsey and Mills and the liveliness of Elwell and the strength of Dougie Lawson, all who came into picture as we were talking, will be very evident. 2-2 there it is, the semi-final of the Rugby League Challenge Cup. Keith Elwell, knowing what to do with the wind, 9 tries and 8 drop goals, and the lint thrown in for nothing by the ubiquitous Elwell, and it's a 25-yard tap, and it's going to be taken by Dave Heslock. Elkingston Rovers never won the Rugby League Challenge Cup, were there way back in 1964. Paul Rose having had a good match. We've not seen the best of some of the Rovers players. I think the absence of Tyler and then the loss of their coach last weekend, the great Harry Poole, who tragically died, is possibly having some sort of effect. But Widnes shaping up for their third Wembley in succession. Good break by Holstock. A few runs like that and the touch judges in. Mr. Weed of Dewsbury's in near the halfway line. I don't know what for. But Elkingston Rovers have got Wallace full-back, ex-Gloucester rugby union players, in place of the injured Tyler. Then John Hall, Watson, Clive Sullivan, and remember Sullivan, the World Cup player, and Hartley and Millward. And the referee, Mr. Thompson, talking to Dougie Lawton. It's interesting to see what Roger Millward does, because he's now, in addition to be the coach and the captain, he's going to have a shot at goal. He knows the value of 2 points. Whether he can gauge it with the wind's going to be right against him to be a good goal, because Roger is not the longest kicker. He's 3 tries, 31 goals, 1 drop goal. Works as a colliery electrician, ex-Castleford, Great Britain skipper, stand-up half and scrum half, playing scrum half today. This bit crowded Headingley, but just there you can see the wind blowing that flag, and you can see which way the wind is going. It's going to be a very good kick if he kicks it. It's 2-2 at this moment. And 3 minutes into the second half, towards the supporters' end, and he's got to put it down again, which indicates. So the white of Widnes on the left, dark shorts, also of Widnes, and Millward of LKR left leg. Doesn't take a long run. He's got to have follow through in this. He can do it. Can he do it? It hits the post. Hits the post. That's how close it was. There he is, a little disappointed. He knows that a lead at this time would give his team a lot of impetus, and the first team to score in the second half are going to feel rather pleased with themselves. So it's going to be a lot of good effort now by LKR, because Widnes Very, very strong team. Big Jim Mills. He tipped for a trip to Australia. Reggie Bowden looks to be all right. Jetton doing what I thought he would. Pushing the ball down as far as he can and getting to them as fast as they can, the Widnes players, to make the 6 tackles contained within the 25-yard area. But Vicky Wallace ran well. There's only 8 emphasizers in this Alpine Promoter's team, 10 Widnesans in the Cheshire side. The white shorts of Hokingston overs on the right, Millward giving the shot, doesn't get it out very well, there's a chance for, and it's a forward pass. Obstruction for crossing, obstruction, I'm quite sure, Millward and Casey, and I'm quite sure that Dutton will have a shot at goal. Dutton, the kick, quite capable of kicking this. Dutton 80 goals this season. 440 appearances for Widnes with 11 years with the club. Widnes won the cup in 1930-37, 64-75 against Warrington, but they wanted the 2 points to give them the advantage of the goal, but at the same time of the situation. 45 yards out. It's a goal. 6 minutes gone in the second half, and that's the break that the Widnes wanted. To go in front for the first time. Millward at a very close effort hit the post, and the following up players might have got something, but they didn't. So Widnes in front, 4 points to 2 in this Challenge Cup semi-final. Widnes runners-up last year against St. Helens. A lively outlet, not the biggest hooker by any means, but there's very few that are livelier. One point for a trial on the side. That's big Jim Mills, the most awkward man. That's Alan Dearden, and that girl is giving a little bit impetus to Widnes, waiting for advantage. It's a play with a forward pass and a knock on too, but he's waiting for advantage. Get done. Still low. The Manly wanted back this year, but they stayed put, wanting the Wembley place with the new season that started in Australia, but will they be able to get to Wembley place? Time will tell. 4 points to 2 the score. Widnes in the dark, shorts. 2 runs in number 8. The dead Victor Lowe. There's no doubt setting the pace on him. 3 tacklers at once. Good long run to get done. 25 to get done. Good run, good effort. Paul Wood just coming over across the halfway line, is limping. Doesn't know whether to stay on. Paul Wood's on the bench. Well, on the bench we've got number 5, which is Paul Wood, and we've got Steve Tilley to the right. There he is, Paul Wood, Pontypool player, minor from Tregear, and he's gone off. And Steve Tilley from Bristol Rugby Union coming onto the field, not scored this season. Steve Tilley, very forceful winger. Ball possession now is going to be very important for either team. And he gets the ball. How well? I don't know whether Alvin touched it or not, but he certainly got the ball. It's Widnes. The dark horse of Widnes. Used to be always a very poor side, but in these last 2 years they've changed tactics, using the forwards as always. Now they're using Aspey. What did the tackle? Went in with the shoulder tackle, did Dickie Wallace. But it's pressure now onto Elkingston, being put on by Eric Hughes. Mike Hughes taking him, using the big forceful weight of Mills again to Mal Aspey. 15 yards out. No try scored so far. Loose ball with Dougie Lawton. Spreading the ball about. Eric Hughes. 6 tackles coming up. Looking who's going for a drop. Anybody, they're not. Adams. And into the corner, in touch, is Steve Tilley. So Widnes putting on the pressure. Widnes last year beat finally putting on the pressure against Elkingston Rovers, who had a lot of bad luck this week. So with 11 minutes gone in the second half, Elkingston Rovers 2, Widnes 4, but Elkingston Rovers got Master Craftsman in Millwood, but he needs to get the ball, and they're not getting it from the scrum. Reggie Bowden, the captain. Lawton, good ball for their experienced player, played with Canterbury in Australia. Too many of them. So Little Owen's going to go like a little bomb straight forward. Foot of the post, the padded post. 4 points to 2. Widnes in possession. Eric Hughes going to be a set piece. Going in on his own. And Eric Hughes going on his own. The first try of the match, 7 points to 2. And Hughes the try scorer. And a very happy Hughes. I don't know whether he appreciates the kiss from Jim Mills, but here it comes again. They were all standing back, and the duck and dodge went through 3 defenders. Wallace got him, but he was over the line. So Eric Hughes' 7th try of the season, and no doubt one to remember for a long time. And 1 or 2 Elkingston Rovers players, one anyway, Millwall being attended to. Ray Dutton with a very solid winger behind him. There should be no doubt about this one. His 3rd attempt, he's had 2 successes. Very reliable. His ball now in Widnes, Mr. Reliable. And you couldn't get it much central, and there the vast crowd from Widnes. I'm sure Widnes is empty this afternoon. They're either watching or here. They're now in front, 9 points to 2 in this Challenge Cup final with 13 minutes gone in the second half. Can Elkingston now pull back? It would be a magnificent performance if they could, but the things that I said in the scene set from the ground are coming right in advantage with the wind. Is going to be so important. The referee penalising Keith Elwell. It'll be a tap kick. Casey and the Hartley got 2 very good tries at Canterbury, which was their greatest moment. Glenn Casey trying a goal here would give Elkingston Rovers some considerable heart. They got it away nice. First time Clive Sullivan has had the pass. He's going to try and take him on the wing, and he doesn't get out of it. Clive Sullivan, former Great Britain captain when they won the World Cup in France, and he gets a kick on his leg for his struggle, and limping. 22 years of age from Cardiff. Well, rugby league player. There's the try line. Bowden has an advantage to put in and receive in. Eric Hill's the try scorer. Turning back inside. Now Aspin. Doug Lawton. The forward attacking heated on, and winners of the Lancashire Cup, knock on, and referee has seen it. The winners were knocked out of the first round of the Ludlitz Trophy, and they lost in the semi-final of the John Player, the Castleford. They've had a pretty good season. They beat Bramley in the first round, Swinton in the second, and Bradford in the third round on their road to the fifth match. And Ray Dutton scored 10 goals, scored in every match. And Keith Howell has scored in every match so far. I'm talking about Scotland. Big Phil though, can he pull the one out of the bag? Big Phil Lowe scored in every match for Kingston in the cup side, that is. This is a chance for them. They've got to be as enterprising as possible, because Widnes is a very strong defensive side. Good football. Kurt Sullivan lost the ball. Great ones for doing this. Oh well, he goes up, with the tackle's made, he goes up and pinches the ball, which is quite legitimate. It's a ploy that he and Bowden do quite often. Ramsey. The ball not bouncing well at all for Wallace. Good run by Watson. Trying to go here would give the Rovers fans something to cheer about. They're putting on pressure against the wind and against the 9-2 lead. Best bit of football that Rovers have done, and the crowd, even the opposing supporters, are giving it applause. Not going to get this bid to get to Wembley for the second time up easily. 6 tackles coming up. Now they're going for drop goals, going for tries. And the 6 tackle in the first half. We had quite a lot of scrummage trouble, but it seems to be improving, and the scrums so far are now 14-6 for Widnes, and Foran is coming on for Dearden. So 12 goes off, and Bernard Watson is getting attended to. Number 12 with the air bandage on, Alan Dearden, goes off. Although they had the numbers round when they came on the field, 11 and 12 were different from being stated. Frank Myler, who was in the Widnes side when they played Hull Kingston, won in 1964. Peglotter on the floor. Keithelwell lively as ever, getting up and moving around. 9 points to 2. Widnes in the dark thought it was offside. The referee didn't think so. Some of the crowd did, but our opinions don't count. And it's a clear 6 tackle. It's got number 3, Dave Hall, on the floor, but play goes on. Nick Adams. The new sub, John Foran, 11 years of Widnes, junior player, likes to run and does it most effectively. So does Bill Ramsey. Been around the scene for quite a while, been with a number of clubs. Gaining yardage each time to play the ball. 6 tackle, 9 points to 2, taking the blind side, as it were, and a knock on and a scrum down, but it would have been the 6 tackle coming up. And we got in the other side of the field, Dave Hall, but it seems to be the referee stopping play, going up to see what he was, if he's all right. There's Billy Thompson. Quite a racing man. I don't know whether he knows about the Grand National. Probably does. So 20 minutes gone. Second half. Challenged at semi-final. Billy Thompson, the referee, goes to Australia and New Zealand for the World Cup in June. So some of the players will want to impress the selectors here today with Parker, the manager here. No doubt 1 or 2 of them have had a little tick in his book, and a rare occasion Helkinson getting the ball. They needed to defend him, but they also needed to attack him. Glenn Casey and Dave Heslop coming to take the dummy half position. That's the man behind the man playing the ball. Roy has also to Phil Lowe. Phil Lowe is the man who could possibly break these 1 or 2 upsets, and Sullivan taking on Dutton. Sullivan's going to score. Sullivan scores. Points to 5, Wilkinson back in the game, and Sullivan taking on Dutton with 22 minutes gone, but Phil Lowe did most of the work. Dave Heslop, who was from the 25-yard line to hold stock, and then Phil Lowe did the work. He got out of this lot of tackling. Bowden nearly got him, but then he went away on his own. Man being obstructed here, and then the pass. Dutton was coming on. Sullivan, number 5, he went over the line, went as far to the post as he dare. Malashby cutting him off, and they're making it 9 points to 5. So this semi-final is wide open now, even though the wind is still going, probably not as strong. Roger Millward, no doubt, would like this goal very, very much. 3rd attempt, 1 success. 1 has hit the post, and some spectator wanted to take part, but he will rejoin his mates with the constable in hot pursuit, as they say. So Roger Millward puts the ball down and looks round to see what the going on is. Well, there's certainly a lot of atmosphere in this famous Headingley ground, being playing cup matches, test matches on this ground, and good crowd away on the right there. It's around empty, so it's so packed on the top there. Well, that 75-yard running try made it 9 points to 5. So can Roger the Dodger, the caretaker coach, the captain of the side, take the go? You're going to see it right now. Takes his time, doesn't take a long run, wants to get it. Does he, will it land? Does he go? There it hit the post. For the second time, it hits the post. The thing I was saying when he took the first one, he's really depressed as a little lad. Well, hits the post twice. How on unlucky can you be in the cup tie? 9-5. And those two kicks might make all the difference, certainly to attitude. And Howell is calling to his spectators to give them a bit of cheer and to drive his players on. The wind is still strong, but he must have put a little heart into Hull Kingston. Quite a remarkable try, 75 yards. Widnes still leading by 4 points. 9 points to 5. Widnes in the dark salt. On the left, white jerseys and black numbers. He went to take Phil low, as he was when Casey went on his own. And the Hull fans now rearing and rousing themselves. Now giving it to Paul Rose. Paul Rose, who had a good match on the 6th tackle. 9 points to 5. Paul Rose there, and there's big Jim Mills, an experienced forager, an experienced crop row, been in all sorts of positions from various times, and has played with Bradford, Workington, Widnes of course, 31 years of age, Halifax. A nice burst by Watson. Oh no, it's lost, and Dennis O'Neill got it, and Dennis O'Neill can run. Chance gone there, Dickie Wallace out to take him, but this game has really lightened up. A very ordinary first half, but nothing wrong with this second half. Who's going to Wembley, I don't know. Well, I do, I know these are going, but I don't know who they're going to play. Halkar made a comeback, Widnes with the wind, and getting the ball from the scrum. Two vital ingredients in Cup Rugby League. Foran, Big Mill, and it's a knock-on. It's a scrum down, Dennis O'Neill. So there's the dressing rooms at the top of your picture, and there's going to be one joyous one and one sad one, but the Elkingston Rovers comeback showed a lot of strength, of purpose and will to come back into this game, but now getting the ball. Nice dummy, Eric Hughes, the try scorer, and in a position where the first try came, well, the only try came from Doug Lawson on the ground. Elwell using big strong Jim Mills, and almost through. After but well taken by Sullivan coming in. On the line, couldn't be nearer. Sixth tackle coming up, the raised hands of the referee, Mr. Thompson. Very Hughes, moving it across, and a knock on. But Dickie Lawson was very clever. Well, he was just a professional footballer. He knocked on, but he made sure that he got the ball for a scrum rather than have any advantage, and injured himself. He'd been around the scene for a long while, Dickie Lawson, but still a very capable rugby league player. Scrum 2-1, more than 2-1, 15 to 7 to be exact. And Millwall really wants the ball. They're not getting it. There's three Widnes players go on, and the coverage getting across effectively. And both teams are going out 100% ding-dong at this moment with a Wembley trip looming up. Nick Adams. This sustained pressure by Widnes might bring something. Good long one, Steve Tilley, number 14. How much is taken out of how Kingston Rovers remains to be seen. And the set judges in, I don't know. Mr. Reid in, but I don't know who is going to be. We're talking to a Hull Kingston player, which is Len Casey. And the Dutton is staying back. Oh well, with the ready for a punch, the action will be done. Using Vincent Mills, just about a yard short. 9 points to 5. 9 points to Widnes. And John Foran trying to break over it. Tremendous attack with a tremendous defence. There's nothing wrong with this. And look at how well he's scored in every round. Taken by Holstock. He's trying to do this last 2 yards. He's number 6 that way, but he's number 9 when he's up. And he's up. Oh. And the referee having a word with Keith Holwell. I think he didn't like the fact the ball was taken of it by Paul Rowe. So it's 30 minutes gone. 10 minutes away from normal time, injury time of course, and the margin is 4 points. A try and a goal would make it another 5 points to which side it would go to, of course, but 9-5, Widnes would feel happier how Kingston would be delivering. Oh, a bit of a high tackle, but it didn't connect. Get down. And now Kingston Rovers fighting with all their might and strength and endeavour to wipe out this 4-point lead. Inside to Steve Hartley. And the tackle's going to be hard and everything's going to be put in. Dennis Neal is a tackler. This is real tough guy stuff. Millward went as far as he could before Dennis O'Neill wrapped him up. Get done, leading try scorer 20 tries. 9 points to 5. Little short one. A chance for Wallace, giving it to Bernard Watson, and the pressure put on the Hull Kingston fans really on their toes. Widnes' defence is always solid and sound. The bad one. Dennis O'Neill got it. Watson was trying to go in, Hull was trying to go in for it for being offside. It would have probably been given offside. Widnes with all their strength, chasing for the third Wembley. They're leading by 4 points. Difference in the goals. John Foran. The advantage of the win too, which is definitely at the right moment. Will no doubt use. Well, Kingston really tackled and tackled and tackled. With a 2-1 scrum advantage against disadvantage, advantage to Widnes. 6 tackles coming up, pushing it back. Not a kick. It's going to go dead. So it's a tap, restart on the 25-yard line. Man of the match is Will Ramsden. A little red from the touchline, the ball boys from Stratgate Middle School in Hampstead. He's got a remarkable record. Played 61 matches and won 61. Hull Kingston Rovers to Clive Sullivan. Clive Sullivan got a nice pass in the full low. There's the cover getting across. And all the danger of low. Suddenly 4 black and white ascended and descended onto him. for Hull Kingston, but they need just one trying to go in front. Well taken. Interception, a good interception by Eric Hughes. Almost got away from Hughes. The sort of football that Hughes produces quite often. Quite a fast runner. 5 minutes to go plus injury time. 9-5, holding on to this lead. Mills to Ashley. Ashley to Elrow. A little good one and gets all over this shot. Lawton spreading himself out. Down and up. Bowden, Mills, gets his pass in and knock on. Well, twice, Hull Kingston have come back from this position, but whether this tremendous tackling that they had to put up against a very strong, effective lot of forwards remains to be seen. Take it quickly, and he does. Ward trying to use the advantage of taking a quick tap. Then Casey had a good match. The out there, regular goes kicker, Tyler. He's been on Millward. The distance was too much. The pillow. A loose one. Bit of a loose one because I think they've got to take any chance they can. Because they're the team that's behind by 9 points to 5. And the strong Widnes side, most professional team. Ramsey. Dummy half, a signal being gone for something to pull it out and get some position. Stuart Wright being tackled and seems to have hurt his ribs or his back, but he's alright, he's on, and Aspey and Elwell, they're ducking, dodging Elwell, and Stuart Wright to try. Stuart Wright to make it 12 points to 5 with 2 minutes to go. Stuart Wright, who was injured a moment ago, but Elwell had a lot to do with that. Let's have a look at it. The position was right. This is where he was hurt. Went to Aspey and he went across, and then Elwell, the ducking dodging, ubiquitous Elwell then got a pass. Sullivan was drawn in, he pushed off his left leg. An effort was made by Bernard Watson. He got near to the corner flag, but that was it. And that is 12 points to 5. And the Widnes now with a goal shot by Dutton to add look to be going to Wembley. Fourth attempt, 3 successes. No doubt, Dutton will take all the care in the world with 1 minute to go. And of course we have injury time, 25-yard line, kicking towards the scoreboard end and the church end with the wind. We've got Dutton kicking, and the accuracy of the man is again evident. This man Dutton is so solid and sound and two thumbs up to his colleague to make it 14 points to 5 with Elkinston bringing on the sub, bringing Watkinson on in place of Holstock going off with seconds to go to time plus injury time. Well, it's certainly been a dramatic second half. The first half is most disappointing, but there's been a lot of everything in this second half with 40 minutes now gone. It's all a question of the timekeepers before Widnes with their big bonus and into the bath of the Leeds Rugby League club, who they will be meeting in the final. And that was. And there goes the hooter and the great delighted black and white of Widnes who go to Wembley on May 7th for what should be a great inter-county battle between Leeds and Widnes. So there it is. What might have happened is all now speculation. The Millward is in the first and the Sullivan try, but in the end Widnes take it 14 points to help Kingston Rovers 5. So from Headingley with what I think has been a smashing second half. Hope you've enjoyed it, and back to Bangkok.
Well, here